It's Quickly again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the ArchiDroid version 3.0.0, which is the latest version in his AOSP lineup of ArchiDroid ROMs, and it is one huge hell of a ROM. Okay, if you don't know what ArchiDroid, who ArchiDroid is, who just Archie is, then you better get your things ready, because he is one of the best developers for Galaxy S3. He has tons of ROMs. He is the one who is giving us the CyanogenMod 12 alpha ROMs right now. He is the provider for that, and he has his own lineup of ROMs, which are ArchiDroid version 1, which is based on the stock ROMs, and ArchiDroid version 2 and version 3, which are based on the CyanogenMod ROMs. So yeah, taking all that back, this one is version 3, which is based on the CyanogenMod 11, which is still based on KitKat. So yeah, that is the basic backstory. Now, what is this ROM? It is CyanogenMod. It actually improves a lot upon the CyanogenMod release of ROMs. You can see we do have all the options here. This is CyanogenMod, so it is AOSP, it is KitKat, so you do have all the functions of KitKat. Let's get into the ROM now. First of all, what you would see here is the launcher, which is the trebuchet launcher. You do have a lot of options in that. You can press and hold, you can change wallpaper, etc, etc. This is a very minimalistic launcher. Trebuchet has always been a minimalistic launcher, so yeah, it is there. I'm not really sure if it's Trebuchet. I think it's Home Launcher, which is a different version of Trebuchet, which is a gimped version of Trebuchet. So you do have that. Now, synonymous with ArchiDroid releases, you have the Cold Tool status bar there, which is really cool if you really use something like that. You do have that running. You can actually disable that. It's not very difficult to disable that, so you can do that also. Now let's get into the settings now. First of all, let's go to About Phone. You can see it is based on the version Android 4.4.4, so you do have KitKat. You can see all the animations are pretty quick because the developer settings. The animation speed is, I guess, more than just X1, so it is faster, and it feels faster in hand. So yeah, that is there. It uses Archie kernel, which if you get down to it, is a modified version of Boifla kernel, so you will get all the features of Boifla kernel plus a few touches here and there by Archie himself. So yeah, that's really cool. This is the version 3 stable version, which is based on CyanogenMod, of course. You have that also. Now let's get into the settings now. In the settings menu, you have a lot of options. Now this ROM does install with an aroma launcher, so just wanted to make sure that it is a 300 meg ROM. Normally AOSP ROMs are not that huge, but this one is, because it does have a lot of third-party apps in it. So yeah, let's get into the lock screen now. First of all, lock screen options, you have a lot of them. You have security, battery status, only when charging, slider shortcuts. You can enable shortcuts whatever you want, so that is really cool. You can have that. Button actions in lock screen, well, standard CM11 features. You have a lot of options there also. That I guess is kind of standard with all the CM11 ROMs. Themes has been really beefed up with the CM11. You can control everything. If you have seen any of the videos of CM11, you know what these are. Everything is customizable. You can change styles, you can change the font, you can change wallpaper, you can boot animation. Even boot animation you can change. This is the default boot animation which is there, which is the new Archie 3.0 boot animation. I will be showing you guys the installation guide in which you can select all of these. So yeah, that is really cool. Even the sound pack, you can change a lot of them. There are packs available in Play Store, which some of them are paid, some of them are free. You can go and have a look at them. So yeah, that is really cool. Status bar options, yeah, basic status bar. You have brightness control. You can change the clock style. You can have it centered, but with Cold Tool there, you really are not going to get any good stuff with that. You can change the battery status style to all of these. Notification count, which is really helpful for people who are going to get a lot of notification. You can just see the number of notifications there, so that is really neat. You can have that. Notification drawer, you have quick panel settings. Heads up is something really useful. It is actually implemented in Lollipop ROMs, so yeah, heads up actually shows you a pop down of the notification which you just received. You can swipe it out to clear it out also, so that's really neat. You can have that. You can also select what all apps does not use. You can blacklist in, and you can do not disturb also, so that those notifications will not come up. So yeah, pretty cool. You do have a lock screen access ribbons, which a lot of people really like. I'm not sure I like it. I don't really want these things here, but a lot of people do like the earlier power widgets which were there. So yeah, you can have that also. What else do we have now? Auto close behavior, quick setting panel. Now quick setting panel, you have tons of options. You can change whatever appears here, this page. You can also go to that in with the plus sign there also. You can select whatever you want. You have camera, compass, heads up, enable, sync, themes, Wi-Fi hotspot, everything you want. So that is pretty cool. You can see the compass is enabled, and it is showing the correct direction. So yeah, I'm sure that is correct. Yeah, it is correct actually, so that's pretty cool. You can have that. You can even have camera working, so pretty neat for a lot of reasons. You have dynamic tiles, which is standard in all CM ROMs, so you do have that also. What else do we have now? In the sound settings, you have all of these things you can select. You can even have dock sounds, dock insert sounds, etc. Lights, display and lights. In that, something which I really appreciate is the font size. I can change the font size to minimum because I like small. I like the real estate basically, so that's there. Notification light, you can enable, disable, you can customize the notification light without any app. That's something which I really like about CyanogenMod ROMs, which yeah, pretty cool. Screen off animation style, I really like the fade off because it is more mysterious and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. You have that also. Apart from that, there isn't much difference in terms of stuff, but Archidroid is not really famous for his feature-rich ROMs. No, his ROMs are really performance-oriented, and there are a lot of unique features like the backend, which actually reboots your phone. Which actually, after you flash the phone, flash the new ROM to your phone, while it's turning on, the backend software will kick up. The run ones will kick up, and it'll do everything you need to do about the phone, like install Exposed and do stuff like that while the phone is booting up, and it will reboot, so you don't have to do anything about it. It will make the ROM phone specific for your phone. It's really cool. It does everything in the flash. It has backend controls. It has Havenged engine. It has a lot of stuff. It even has Pocket Debian, and for those who know how to use it, it's a hell of a lifesaver. It's really cool. You can even run a display off of Debian, which, I mean, it's just wonderful. It's really cool. Here are the extra apps with which it comes. You can see these two I have installed. It comes with Adaway. It comes with the ArchiDroid thing, by which you can actually control the ROMs and stuff like that. I'll show you guys that in a minute. It does come with Gravity Box, which you can use to do a whole lot of crazy stuff. You can do that. Also, it comes with S-Tweaks, and it also comes with Spirit 2 FM free. So that is something which I really appreciate. There are a lot of people who like to listen to FM radio, and AOSP ROMs don't really have FM support. So I really like that. It's just a preference maybe. Yeah, that's there. S-Tweaks also is there, which is a really cool tool. I personally prefer Boifla configs because it is a lot prettier maybe, but this one has a lot of options too. So you can select CPU frequency ranges, maximum voltages. You can undervolt your system to maybe, you can undervolt your system so that it has more battery life, or you can overvolt it after you install the overclocking features, and then after that you can do all that stuff as well. You do have LED controls. You do have audio controls with Boifla control. Boifla audio is actually disabled right now, which depends on preference if you want it or not. This is the whole. It is the governor settings. Governor, you can select the governor whatever you want. Lulz active, profiles for different stuff. You can enable battery profile, you can enable extras, you can do a lot of things with this. It's just really cool. Now let me show you guys the ArchiDroid features. Now ArchiDroid does have a lot of options here. It does say that it is still in work in progress, so yeah, it's just a disclaimer. You can do that. You can donate to him if you really like his work, and yeah, I would suggest you do, because he is a really great developer. Yeah, update. It does have the update fetcher. It does not download just the updates, it downloads everything, so you have to download the whole 300 megs, which, well, it isn't bad. I mean, you can fetch it and you can download it, you will have the latest version, so that is really cool. Here are the backend features. You can enable ad block, you can have local DNSs, forced local DNSs, you can have a whole lot of features here. You can turn it off if some of them are giving you problems with it, so that is also available. You can also enable logcat issues, you can refresh projects, you can do a whole lot of things, the whole 9 yards. It's really cool. So yeah, this is the Pocket Debian stuff. You can mount it and you can launch the shell and take it out to a monitor or something like that. It's really useful. If I start talking about it, a lot of you may not understand that, because it is kind of an advanced feature, so I'm not going to talk too much about that one. So yeah, that is it about the ROM. It does have LMT, the swipe actions, which you can configure, which will give you a lot of options. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll show you guys the boot animation now. It's really cool. So here is the boot animation, which is the new boot animation for 3.0. You can see the LED light also flashes in the rainbow stuff configuration, so it's really cool. I really like that. So the Antutu benchmark score I got with Dalvik. This is not with Art. I will show you guys the Art one once I get this off. Was 27617, which is a pretty good one for Dalvik, because I mean, even with Art, Lollipop cannot get higher than 25,000. So this is really cool. I'll show you guys the score with Art running in a moment. So now we have the result of Art benchmark, which is kind of lower, which was not what I was expecting, but yeah, this is what I got. This is what I'm going to show. So yeah, this is with Art enabled, but overall the phone seems quicker with Art, but yeah, a lot of people may vary with that, but hey, this is what is working. So yeah, what else do we have now? No, battery life. Battery life on this ROM is kind of low, as expected out of any other AOSP ROM, but it's much better than what is there with other phones, like for example Lollipop ROM, which is terrible in battery life, and Samsung 4.4.4 ROMs also is not a very huge battery friendly ROM, but yeah, 4.4.4 doesn't seem to be playing nice with the S3's battery. But that said, this is still a very good ROM. In fact, it really does work out. I want to show you guys the RAM usage, which is really the only way you need for a ROM. So you can see the RAM usage is about 429 megs, and with 400 megs free. So that is kind of like the only incentive you get for using a AOSP based ROM, because yeah, you get tons of RAM for multitasking and stuff like that. So yeah, that is I guess that's it about the ROM. This is still one of the best performing ROMs available for S3, and with version 3 there isn't a lot of changes, but there are a lot of Archie says this is the golden release and all. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's that kind of is it. Hope you guys like the video. Please share, subscribe, and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.